You ever get Middle Eastern or Mediterranean food and it comes with a little side of this super garlicky, creamy white sauce? Well, that stuff is called Toum, Toum. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to make this stuff completely from scratch right at home. Now, years ago, when I first started eating Lebanese and shawarma and all that kind of food, I really had no idea what this stuff was. I just knew that I loved it. I heard some people say that it was made out of potato. Others suggested that it was simply just a ton of garlic mashed up and processed into a sort of a pulp. But it's actually got a few more ingredients than that, and there's a little bit involved to making this stuff. It's not difficult, it's just a little bit tedious and takes a sort of a particular technique to get it right. So in this video, we're gonna go through all the steps and whip up a very nice looking batch of completely homemade toum, which you can spread on your pita bread or dip your shawarma sandwich into, or do whatever you want with it. So let's get into it. I'll start by peeling 2 large bulbs of garlic, and then I need to slice each garlic clove in half because there's a little sliver of stuff inside called the germ that we have to remove. This is because leaving the germ in there is said to make the toum taste bitter. So as tedious as this step is, I'm gonna do it. Now I've got the food processor out, and in goes all that garlic, along with a couple teaspoons of kosher salt. I'll process this on low speed until that garlic and salt turn into a consistent paste. I'll mention that several times during the processing steps, I'll remove the lid and scrape down the sides. I need to make sure everything is making lots of contact with the blades. Next, we need to start adding the lemon juice and olive oil, but we need to do it in a certain order and at certain intervals. I'll start with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and let it process for a minute. Then 2 tablespoons of olive oil, let that process for a minute. And then gradually drizzle in 1/3 cup more olive oil. I'm using a tablespoon to drizzle my oil since it basically forces me to go very slowly. We need this mixture to emulsify, and if too much oil is added too quickly, the emulsion will break and the toum will be ruined. From here, I just need to alternate between adding 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 1/3 cup of olive oil at a time, until I've used a total of 1/3 cup of lemon juice and 1 2/3 cups of olive oil. When it's done, I have an incredible batch of light, fluffy, creamy, smooth garlic sauce that is guaranteed to keep vampires at a minimum 1,000-yard distance from your kitchen. So that's about it. Really nothing too crazy here. All you really need is a knife and a food processor and of course all the ingredients to whip up your own batch of this stuff. Just make sure to remove that germ and add the oil and lemon juice in the proper proportions and at the proper time, and it ought to come out great. This stuff almost somehow tastes more garlicky than garlic all by itself. Anyway, be sure to like and subscribe and stay up to date with all my latest stuff, including future cooking and Lebanese food videos. And consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/Great Lakes Country. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm John, and this is Great Lakes Country.